Hey guys, today we're going to talk about everybody's favorite role in Rush. It's a role that typically gets all the glory. It's the role that acts as a battering ram, fighting its way up, taking the best shots the defense has as it leads its way in towards the MCOM and gets the arm, and then quickly pulls security to keep that thing from being disarmed. Hey guys, how's it going? Kulprit here, and that's right. Today we're talking about finally the frontal assault. I've talked about the Overwatch role, I've talked about the flanking role, and today I want to talk about, like I said, everybody's favorite role, the role that gets all the glory, the one that can be the most fun to play. It can also be the most frustrating to play, and that is the frontal assault. First, I do want to apologize. My voice is still pretty scratchy, pretty raspy. I've been fighting a little bit of a cold lately. I feel like I'm getting over it, but my throat's still kind of not all the way there. But we'll have to make do. It makes it sound a little more grittier for Aftermath, right? So anyway, what are the conditions to playing the frontal assault? Well, obviously, if you have your own squad, you're calmed up, you can do this. But I've been kind of focusing primarily on playing solo because I do a lot of that, and I gather a lot of you guys do as well. Not everybody is blessed to have, you know, a solid group of friends that are on all the time, especially with a game that's over a year old. But you know, I've recommended so far when playing solo to try the Overwatch role, especially on the new maps with Aftermath. Definitely highly recommend that. You'll see good results if you stick to it, you stay disciplined, and you kind of learn the map knowledge. Once you've gained some more map knowledge, then of course another role can be opened up to you, and that's the role of flanker. Flanker can be a lot of fun, but it can be a little slower paced. It can be a little boring if you don't kind of pick the right moments, and you don't have to kind of have that sixth sense of knowing where to be at what time, you know, right place, right time sort of thing. The third option then is if you are blessed enough and you do happen to find yourself in a competent squad. Now, you can actively do things with this. You can pay attention to who's at the top of the leaderboard, kind of pay attention to some clan tags kind of thing, and intuitively try to figure out who's a decent group to join on it. And at the beginning of the match, particularly, you can try to join on their squad. If you're lucky enough to surround yourself with competent teammates. Now, you see here, I do have Admiral in my squad, and I have two other randoms I did not know. But me and Admiral are not in comms. He just joined on me, I believe. And we were just kind of playing together. Now, me and him go way back. Our play styles complement each other very well. So there's some comfort there. Obviously, he's not a total random. But for the point of the video, we're not in comms. We're not speaking to each other. We're just kind of playing, and we're kind of following each other's leads as we play. So obviously, I'm playing Markow's Monolith. Got the trusty 416 just to give a little background. But the other two guys, I noticed they were good. They were top of the leaderboard. If you notice, we sort of, now you'll see, especially towards the end, it's really pretty obvious. These guys are pretty good team players. I mean, I get revived a lot. You notice that we always kind of we're sticking. Look at these guys on the roof. This is the one biggest pet peeve I have. If your little bird's not doing a good job of taking these guys out, they can be very annoying. But that's 4 or 5 guys up there that are not arming the MCOM or defending the MCOM. And if you watch right here, as I spawn in, I get right into Monolith, and I get right into cover, you know, covering me overhead, and then they're a non-factor. So just play smarter, you know, outthink them, and they're basically going to be a waste of manpower sitting up on that roof. But like I was saying, these guys are pretty good. We stayed pretty tight. We spawned off each other. You know, playing in a good squad is literally OP. It makes such a difference in both enjoyment level and in just your, you know, the lethality of your squad, the ability to get the job done and get the objective armed. And you'll see, you're always seeing a couple green names on my screen. Now, like I said, it's not going to happen very often. Just talking about a random squad that's competent and plays the objective. Doesn't happen a lot, but make sure when you do find it, A, you do everything you can to stay in that squad, and B, take a step back, appreciate it, have fun, enjoy that round, because we know Battlefield 3 that you're probably going to be split up next round, as was the case with this one. We were split up the next round, and that was unfortunate. Here you see this one, this little convenience store can be tough one on. The Monolith can be tough, but like I said, the other team was pretty much roof camping, so it was very thinned out inside. They spawn literally almost right there. So you're always going to have a waterfall of guys falling over. You see me, I assault it there, I get taken down. I'm going in for the arm. Now, ironically enough, I'm talking to you guys about being a frontal assault role, arming and disarming MCOM, well, not disarming, but arming MCOMs in this example. I don't arm a single MCOM in this. But you see, I stay around the MCOM, I'm in the heated contested area. I think at just about every point, one of our squad arms an MCOM. I think it gets disarmed a couple times. You know, I had to cut some things out just to keep this thing relatively short. It's still a pretty long video. But you see, I'm slowly assaulting this convenience store right now. See all the, you know, Doritos up there? It is heavily contested. It is fortified. My team does a pretty good job with the tank and everything. blowing the building up, opening sight lines up so that we can thin them out. And now you see, what I do recommend is, you never play just one role. Don't always just play flanker. Don't always just play Overwatch. Don't play the frontal assault. Here, I'm going to play a little bit of an Overwatch role. I kind of morph in. As I was approaching the building, I saw that my teammates were in the building and they're about to get the arm off. There's no reason for me to run into that building. Stay off. Get a good position. Get a strong, tactical position and help defend that MCOM. This guy just fails. He should have had me. I get him with a lucky swipe knife. Or slash knife, whatever you want to call it. And I'm just sitting here. I'm letting them run in. It's wide open. I wait. They're so focused on the MCOM. Easy pickings for me. MCOM destroyed. And Kulprit gets a nice couple kills there in the mix too. But like I was saying, you gotta learn to adapt. You see, frontal assault doesn't mean just constantly charging at the MCOM. No, that's the worst thing you can do. You just gotta bleed tickets for absolutely no reason. Ironically, it's called rush, but that's usually the worst thing you can do in this mode. It's usually the biggest mistake new players make. Slow down. Take it easy. Work methodically. You have tickets. You have to make every life count. And by counting, that doesn't mean getting a double kill, because a lot of times you'll get a double or triple or whatever, and the last guy that you didn't get just reaches over and revives all the guys. So you got to be smart about it. Make those lives count. Here you see me waiting. I'm just trying to get a bearing on what's going on. And I pull. Now I'm going to flank. So you're not always running right up the middle. You're not always just flailing your body onto the MCOM trying to get the arm in time before that grenade goes off or what have you. Play smart. I mean, you're not just cannon fodder. You got to play smart. You got to adapt. You got to move around. You got to change things around. I typically always like to try to work the edges of the map, even when I am playing that more of an assault role. That tank is down in that ditch, huh? I like, as you see, I go way left here. I try to look up those stairs. Now this I have a little issue with on rush. This is stupid. That staircase is out of bounds. Not a lot of people realize that. So you'll see a lot of your teammates on attacking, fighting on these stairs, waiting. They're like waiting for the out of bounds to move. It never does. I don't particularly like that. I think it's silly. Now you see how far I had to run. I probably won't take that route again. That was a little overkill. This area here is a meat grinder. If the defenders are really set up pretty well, you could get shoot up here, because I've done it on defense. So be careful in that little alley. You might even want to just bypass it if you can. Now you see here, I'll get picked up by a teammate. Gives me the revive. I'm not really exactly sure how he got it off, to be honest, because it looked like that guy was looking right over. There's a lot of teammates there, so that must have been how. You can't really get up those stairs. It's not worth really trying. If you can, it's a nice quick route up there, but usually it's heavily contested. So, what's the key component towards the frontal assault? Revives. Smart revives, too. I don't want to just say, no, I hesitate to say rainbow revives. That's an old, outdated term, but stupid revives are stupid. This is me trying one right here in about a minute. I don't know why. I guess I just saw multiple enemies. I didn't realize that was an enemy tank there. I thought that was a friendly tank. Such a fail. Fail all around. But somehow, they do manage to pick me up over here. I'm not exactly sure. Must have taken the tank out and come and revive me, which I was pretty grateful for. Erased a mistake off of my ledger. And the team, so that's always good. Now this one here, this one could get real chaotic, and it can be pretty tough. You've got to basically defend almost in 360, just all directions, because they can literally very easily surround this. So you'll see me, I pick off one there, guy just totally oblivious. But you see as I run up and I get to the MCOM building, I don't even look in on the MCOM. Like, see all the people around me? There's so many guys here already that I try to immediately pull security. I'm not worried about the MCOM. I run up here. Obviously, I'm trying to get healed up, but I don't go to the MCOM. I'm looking away. I'm looking at that alley where I think reinforcements are going to come. And then once I heal up, you see me, I'll peek around the corner. I'm just getting full health right now. But yeah, there's enough guys in there to cover the MCOM. Now, this just failed. Just gun failed. I thought I saw something in that door. That's why you see me look back over. Just a fail. Lost the gunfight. I did not get picked up there, but I do get picked up here. Again, this is probably a dumb revive. Just not a good idea. I didn't realize it was that contested. I do get picked up again. A teammate probably shouldn't have, but he does. I run back and get chewed up and die again, but they do manage to pick me up again, I believe. But real chaotic. I had not much of a part to play on those MCOMs. But that's how it goes sometimes. When you're assaulting like this, you're on the MCOMs, it can be incredibly chaotic. That's why, being able to play in a squad and having communications, voice communications over Skype or TeamSpeak can be so crucial, because it really just gives you another level of information to help figure out exactly what's going on. Where are they coming from? Where do I need to be watching for? Somebody that might have just died, he can now give you that tip of where he died from, and that can be really, really valuable information. So here you go. I'm going to try to go the old flanker route again because there's a lot of armor over there. I don't see any reason to run into that and just deplete tickets. But this guy, I get stuck on the car. Had no idea. Had no belief that there would be anybody there. I'm in there like, what are you doing there? But I want to point this out. This is awesome play by Admiral here. This is something I love seeing. He quickly has no problems kit switching with me. He sees I'm down, follows me up, kit switches out of the engineer, takes my assault kit, revives me, and we're on our way. We're back on the flank. That's just such a team move, man. Hats off to you, Admiral. I love seeing that. I love when people do that and are willing to do it. Most people are just like, sorry, I don't have, you know, the paddles. I can't revive. No. You look down. If the guy's assault, you recognize it. You kit switch with him. You might be inconvenienced for a little while, but you keep your team up. You keep them moving. You keep the pressure on the other team. And that's really the name of the game for the frontal assault. It's not so much about arming MCOMs. That's the result of your work. What you're really trying to do is being aggressive, quote-unquote aggressive, but you're trying to keep the pressure on them. Now here, this is, I talked about this in another video. I see that there's so many guys over there. They got the MCOM armed. There's no reason for me, again, to run in there. I'm going to pull security. So look, I know where they spawn. It's that little gate there. I already got one. There's going to be guys to the left. And all you're trying to do over here, and they've given you plenty of decent cover, these rubble piles and things, and they're pretty easy targets if you can get set up. I get a couple kills, but I don't quite manage to get where I want to be. You're trying to thin them out. You just slow them down, thin them out. These guys cannot advance. They cannot get up and defend the MCOMs. So now you'll see the other one quickly gets on too because we're thinning these guys out. Even if I'm not getting kills here, you see them all. They're turning and looking at me. They're engaging me and the guys with me. Even some of them got picked up. You guys didn't see it, but as I edited it out, you see the kill cam. The guy gets revived. Yeah, I didn't get the kill, but I slowed them up. That was a lot of time for them to stop, revive, engage me. You know, all that stuff. MCOM got armed. We defended it. We win. So there you go, guys. There's a little talk about playing the frontal assault role. One of my favorites. One that, you know, I have mixed results with, but it definitely helps playing with a competent, good squad. Even better if you're playing with buddies that are all calmed up. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you listen this far, I always appreciate a like, favorite, share it with your friends. Really helps me out. Otherwise, guys, if you have other ideas for roles you might want me to talk about, please feel free to drop them in the comments and I'll give them a look. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you soon.